So the reason I went about this in this way is because I liked my index line that I had laid in, well, reinstituted with charcoal. So I think the angle of it is good. It's not going to stay this way. This is painted. You saw that I scraped off all the edges. That's because I want the paint that I have on here to be feathered from the edge onto the canvas. Because I can't commit to doing, I'm not going to do all the water tonight. So I don't want to have, because it's summer and it's pretty warm, there's a good chance there'll be a skin on much of this paint, or it'll be partway a little bit too dry for me. So I want to be able to work back into it without encountering ridges that I have to, play with the knife when I go back over it. So underneath this line of, repeating some sky color, I'm probably going to go, as you can see here, like the wash-in, sort of a deeper, a little bit dirty greenish blue. I don't want it clean because that goes high chroma, too much strength here. The values between the rocks here and the water aren't going to be a whole lot different. I don't want too much attention paid here. I don't want this curve repeating this curve. I think that's enough already. We've got enough of that going on. So I don't want to draw too much attention to things here. But I'll stay with ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, yellow ochre. Might put in a little bit of alizarin crimson in places to work under here. So that'll sort of fill in this area. Now, I'm going to, when I do that, I'm not going to leave this line that sharp. I will take some of these colors and I'll cut in various areas into this area as well to keep it somewhat loose. Same on top. Whatever I end up doing here, and this will probably be going into some of more of these colors, okay? I'm also going to take some of these colors and incur into that area, mix and match a little bit. All I'm doing is giving myself that reference point, because roughly I want this to be the shape of this band of color here, even though it's going to be mixed, not mixed, but adjacent to this area, which will be in similar colors. Now, so you'll see as it goes that, we're trying to keep things a bit loose. What I want here, and the reason that I'm sticking with this, the higher values, higher chroma blues here, and probably even slightly higher as we go up here, is because on the right hand side, I need something very strong as possible, to balance all this. This is extremely strong. This is the strongest part of the painting, right? So I need something to give it some power here, especially on a painting of this size. That's, again, comes down to my taste, my feeling about how the design will work best for my taste, my vision, right? So that's what I'm going to do. That's the reason I have that very austere looking straight line of blue in there. You'll see it's getting a little thicker as we come to this end, because I am trying to maintain a slight, a slight angle downwards. Anyway, I'll keep playing with that. So as you know, this band was here for reference and was never going to stay the way that it was painted in. So now we're going to break that up. See, cutting into it a little bit. But because it was established as a very strong line, as long as you don't completely obliterate it, it'll serve you well. Don't take my word for it. I think try it yourself and you'll see, you know, there's quite a difference there. Now, I'm not an artist, but I play one on YouTube, so I have some experience with that anyway. So I'm trying to just, you know, in a way feather. I'm not mixing paints in the sense of feathering. I'm trying to change the tone of things. I think I'm going a little too purple here. I'll go back to a stronger blue. And then lose the purple, like the red side of the color wheel, and go towards the green side of the color wheel as I move off to my left. But as you can see, I'm taking these colors, cutting into there. I'll mix up some of these colors and cut into here as well. That's just hunky-dory. I think I can afford to do that. Yeah, that is a little bit too purple. Okay, so we'll go back to our ultramarine blue, and let's dirty it up a little bit by adding some burnt sienna. Now we don't want to I think we don't want to go too low in our values yet. Yeah, might be all right. Of course, this is the time that we begin to sort of, you know, refine our drawing, our outline of the rocks. And I've seen a couple of things that I would like to break into. You know, the whole rocky structure here is very, it's just kind of smooth, gentle, and weak. So I'd like to, you know, seeing as we're coming into the foreground, I'd like to make it strong again. I'm trying to keep in mind what is directly above the rocky structure. Sorry, I'm too zoomed in for you to see all this, but I don't want, too many strong dips or rises to line up directly with other strong dips or rises in the painting. Yeah, see, that's just too much purple in the wrong place. Let's grab some cobalt blue and ultramarine blue. This is going to be too strong, I know already. That's okay. Put a little bit of white in there. A little bit of yellow ochre. And a little more ultramarine. We're just going to make it more blendy. Oh, more white. See, I can afford to go multi-directional with my strokes now. Certainly on a large painting like this as we become closer. Because as I throw these colors in different directions, I'm still ultimately going to put my highlights in the directions of my indication lines here, the lines that I've laid out for, sort of direction of wave pattern, however subtle the pattern may be. So we get to do that. It works. Again, I think I said last video or maybe even a couple of videos again, never trust an artist. So I might be lying to you, I don't know, we'll see. If it works out, then I was truthful the whole time. If it doesn't, well, then I was a liar. Yep, this is one of those cases where I'm going to have to back up and sit in my chair and make noises, but like, or, ah, or, ugh. Well, I'm becoming a little bit weak and indecisive about my strokes, so it's going to take me a while. I kind of got lost in here too weak. I took my large knife and laid in a few bits of color, but I don't like that knife in the sense that it doesn't have a lot of offset on the handle. The blade and then up and then the handle. I would like the blade and then up and then the handle. Anyway, so I'll go back to the one that I was using. Yeah, anyway, it's going to take me quite a while to sort this out, and I want to reorganize it. I like having some shots of straight ultramarine blue in here. I would like to keep some strength in there. It was just getting a little bit too weak, and now I'm playing on wet paint, so I have to be delicate and slow. Talk to you soon.